Students, good morning. Today I am going to class 12th chemistry. The topic is bromoform and iodoform. In previous video I discussed the basic introduction, physical and chemical properties and some uses of chloroform. With the help of topic chloroform, we discussed today's bromoform and iodoform. Both properties are same, so I discussed both are jointed. The starting basic introduction of bromoform and iodoform, which CH groups attached 3 moles of bromine, it's called bromoform, and which CH attached 3 moles of iodine, it forms iodoforms. Some properties, uses, formation method and chemical properties are same these. So I discuss in combined condition. Next is the structural formula. Here carbon atoms jointed 3 bromines moles and 1 hydrogen moles. So it's called bromoform or tribromomethane. And second is triiodomethane. In next step, starting of preparation method of these, I used in besides of Br or I used X. When we obtain or formate bromoform, then beside of X we use bromine, and when iodoform is formed, when beside of X we used iodine. Let's discuss the preparation method of bromoform or iodoform. The first preparation method of bromoform or iodoform is electrolysis method. This is the method it used for commercial production of bromoform and iodoform. Electrolysis of mixture of ethyl alcohol or acetone, sodium carbonate and KBr when obtained bromoform, and when obtained iodoform used Ki, gives bromoform or iodoform. Ethyl alcohol gives better yield than acetone, so the formation of iodoform or bromoform with the method of electrolysis we used ethyl alcohol. In these reactions, X2 are formed. These X2 used in preparation of iodoform and bromoform. When it obtain bromoform, then X2 is Br2. When obtain iodoform, then X2 or I2. This reaction obtained X2. I explained the formation of bromoform. So X beside of X2 we use Br2 or bromine. When ethyl alcohol reacts with bromine, then acetaldehyde are obtained. These acetaldehyde reacts Br2 again and forms these intermediate product Br2C and CHO. These are the intermediate product. When these intermediate products react with NaOH, it gives bromoform and release sodium formate. These are the process of bromoform in electrolysis method. When beside of Br2 we used I2, then obtained iodoform. See these reactions we used beside of X2, I2. Then ethyl alcohol reacts with I2, it gives acetaldehyde and released hydrogen iodide. After this reaction, acetaldehyde again reacts iodine, it gives the intermediate product, and these intermediate products react with sodium hydroxide, it gives iodoform and sodium formate. In these methods, bromoform and iodoform both are obtained. The next preparation method of bromoform and iodoform is by haloform reaction. In previous video, I discussed haloform reaction. With the help of haloform reaction, we obtained bromoform and iodoform both. In haloform reactions, reaction of ethyl alcohol or acetone, both compounds are used with Br2KOH or I2KOH gives bromoform and iodoform. First we discuss bromoform or iodoform obtained with the help of ethyl alcohol. These are the haloform reactions. These reactions we studied in previous video. Ethyl alcohol reacts with X2. X2 is Br2 or I2. And NaOH, it gives haloform compound. And sodium formate is released. Let I discuss with the help of these reactions obtain bromoform. These are the reactions which obtain bromoform. Beside of X2 we use Br2, so obtain bromoform. These are the reaction of which obtain iodoform. With beside of Br2 we used iodine, then obtained iodoform. Next I discuss formation of chloroform and bromoform with the help of acetone. With the help of acetone, first NaOH reacts with X2 indirectly. It gives sodium haloxide. X is the either Br2 either I. So this is called sodium haloxide, and sodium hydrogen halide is released. These are the main compound with reacts with acetone and gives these are the full reaction of acetone. Sodium alkoxide reacts with acetone, it gives a intermediate compound, and sodium hydroxide. These intermediate compound and sodium hydroxide reacts and gives haloform compound and sodium formate is released. These are the full reaction of haloform reaction. These haloform, bromoform or iodoform is obtained with the help of acetone. These are the reactions which obtain bromoform. These are the reactions which obtained iodoform with the help of acetone. Next, some basic physical property of both iodoform and bromoform. Bromoform is sweet smelling liquid like chloroform. Its boiling point is 150 degrees Celsius, and iodoform is foul smelling yellow crystalline solid. Its crystals are hexagonal in shape and it melts at 119 degrees Celsius. So, bromoform is liquid position or liquid condition, so its boiling point is 150 degrees Celsius, and iodoform is crystalline solid, so its melting point is 119 degrees Celsius. Next, physical properties of bromoform or iodoform. Both are insoluble in water but soluble in organic solvent as like chloroform. So both are used as a solvent. Next, they are less stable than chloroform. Iodoform liberates iodine in the presence of moisture, air and light. In chemically, bromoform and iodoform both behave like chloroform. All chemical properties are shows as like as chloroform. The next is uses of iodoforms or bromoforms. Then I discuss some chemical properties of these. Iodoform readily decomposes of iodine, which has antiseptic properties. So iodoform is used as an antiseptic product. Iodoforms and bromoforms both gives yellow precipitate of silver iodide or silver bromide with silver nitrate solution. Iodoform and bromoform both behave chemically as well as chloroforms, so both shows all properties as like oxidation, reduction, nitration, some reactions like condensation, Riemann-Tiemann reactions or Corbill-Amine reactions. Next I start carbon tetrachloride or tetrachloromethane compounds. These are the tetrahaloalkane. This is also called pyrene. It is the common or general name of tetrahaloalkane. or these are the industrial name of tetrahaloalkanes. It is the used as fire extinguisher. So it is also called pyrene. Here we discussed some preparation method of CCl4 or carbon tetrachloride. First, it's obtained from methane. It obtained from methane in two processes. First, chlorination of methane with the excess of chlorine at high temperatures yield carbon tetrachloride. And secondly, it obtained chlorination of methane in presence of sunlight. It is the slowly process, step by step. When methane reacts with chlorine, it gives methyl chlorides and again methyl dichlorides and again methyl trichlorides, at last methyl tetrachloride or pyrene. Next preparation method of pyrene or carbon tetrachloride is carbon disulfide. From carbon disulfide methods, chlorine reacts with carbon disulfide in the presence of catalysis like iron, iodine, aluminium chloride or antimony chloride to yield carbon tetrachloride. These reactions completed in two steps. First, carbon disulfide reacts with chlorine in the presence of anhydrous aluminium chloride. It gives carbon tetrachloride. And releasing sulfur monochloride, it again reacts in carbon disulfides. It gives carbon tetrachloride. So these are the process of recycled process. Next is the from chloroform. In the presence of sunlight, chloroform reacts with chlorine and gives carbon tetrachloride. Next we discuss some physical properties of carbon tetrachlorides. It is the colorless, sweet smelling but poisonous liquid. Its boiling point is 77 degrees Celsius. It is insoluble in water but soluble in organic compounds or organic solvents like benzene, etc. The most important properties of carbon tetrachloride is it is non-inflammable and it used as fire extinguisher. So these are the main property of carbon tetrachloride. Next is the chemical properties of carbon tetrachlorides. Here we discussed some chemical properties of pyrene or tetrahaloalkane. These are the some chemical properties which shown by carbon tetrachloride: oxidation, reduction, hydrolysis, Riemann-Tiemann reactions, Friedel-Crafts reaction and reaction with SbF3 or SbF5. in the presence of hydrogen fluoride. SbF3 is the antimony trifluoride and SbF5 is the antimony pentafluoride. These are the most important reactions or most chemical properties of CCl4 or carbon tetrachloride because it forms Freon 12s. In oxidation process, carbon tetrachlorides reacts with steam above 500 degrees Celsius temperature. It gives phosgene. It is highly poisonous gas. Next is the reductions. CCl4 is reduced to chloroform by iron or water vapor and gives or reduced chloroform. The next important reaction is hydrolysis. In hydrolysis process, carbon tetrachloride hydrolyzed by potassium hydroxide and it gives unstable compound and release 4KCl, and after making the unstable compounds 2H2O is released, then CO2 is formed, and these CO2 compounds again hydrolyzed by KOH compound and gives potassium carbonate and water. These are the direct hydrolysis process of carbon tetrachloride. The next is the reaction with antimony trifluoride or antimony pentafluoride. When carbon tetrachloride reacts with hydrogen fluoride in the presence of antimony pentafluoride, it gives Freon 12. In next reaction, when carbon tetrachloride reacts with antimony trichloride with the presence of antimony pentafluoride, it gives also Freon 12, but antimony trichloride is released in this reaction. Next, Riemann-Tiemann reactions. When 2 moles of phenol react with carbon tetrachloride and potassium hydroxide, it gives ortho-hydroxybenzoic acid and para-hydroxybenzoic acid or salicylic acid, and KCl and H2O is released. In first compound, OH group attached in ortho position, so it's ortho-hydroxybenzoic acid, and second compound OH group is attached para position, so it's called para-hydroxybenzoic acid. The next reaction is Friedel-Crofts reaction. When excess of benzene is used in this reaction, then triphenyl methyl chloride or triethyl chloride are formed in the presence of AlCl3. When heated the carbon tetrachloride with excess of benzene, it gives triethyl chloride or triphenyl methyl chlorides compound. Next, the uses of carbon tetrachlorides. First uses of carbon tetrachloride: if Vapor of carbon tetrachloride is heavier than air and it is non-inflammable. Hence it is used as fire extinguisher. So it's called pyrene. It is used dry cleaning also and as solvent of resin, fats and oils. The next and important use of carbon tetrachloride is manufacture of Freon 12. It's used as refrigerant. It is also laboratory reagent. Some use of carbon tetrachloride is manufacture of medicines like helminthizides, which is used to cure hookworms. You all know that hookworm is the endocyte parasitic organism whose lives in alimentary canal or liver in human beings. So helminthizides are used to kill these hookworms. So it is very useful in field of medicine or field of industries. So here I finish this topic carbon tetrachloride, and next topic is Freon 12 in next video. If you or have some problems in this topic or chapter, then discuss in Zoom class meetings. Write if you have any problems in notebook and discuss every problems in Zoom classes. Thank you. Have a nice day.